Imagine if McDonald's sales and market share had come down significantly in the US this year. I mean, everyone was still eating burgers. They were loving their burgers. They were like, yeah, we love burgers. They're freaking delicious. Who doesn't love a juicy burger? You can see I'm hungry right now. I am hungry. But imagine everyone was buying burgers, still loving them, and yet McDonald's sales of their burgers were just going down. And then McDonald's comes along and says, you know what? This year, all of our burgers are going to go up in price by 20%. We're not going to change them at all. No changes, no new flavors. You're not going to get any new extra special meat. In fact, we're going to use burger patties from 2007. 2007. But trust us, they're reliable. They're very reliable. They've been sitting there for years. They're so reliable. We know that if you just leave these burgers out in the sun, they'll still look like they do today. But the price is going up by 20%. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. All of that is obviously a bit of exaggeratory, but the point here is Toyota's cars, the technology in them, it's dated. They've been using nickel metal hydride batteries in many of their hybrid cars. That's stuff that's just ancient technology. I don't know why people don't talk about this stuff. Nickel metal hydride. What the hell? I mean, that's what the Prius has been rocking in many countries around the world and still does. Finally, Toyota said, yeah, all right, yeah, we better start using lithium. That wasn't very long ago, but the truth is, the technology, even in today's hybrids that Toyota has, it's not perpetual motion technology like Toyota claims. It doesn't just drive itself forever. You need to put fuel into those cars. They're not actually forward-thinking tech. Why do you think Toyota's engineers broke down, tore apart a Tesla Model Y and said, this is engineering brilliance, genius? That's what they said. The media didn't say that. They said that. So Toyota is saying their sales price will go up on average in the US and Australia to an average transaction price of over $50,000 this year. They've raised prices across the board in many countries around the world. I don't really understand why anyone wants to buy an old cheeseburger. Do you? Please explain it to me. I'm just not following this. Top executives at Toyota's North American operations anticipate new vehicle average transaction prices will be over $50,000 and will continue to rise for Toyota. That demand will outstrip supply again this year, even though their sales are down 14% already so far this year, even as the supply chain recovers, and that there may be as many as 6 million potential new vehicle buyers sidelined by inventory and pricing. Now, I want to point out the utter fallacy here. I actually think Toyota should be sued for this information. They're telling you, right, they have 6 million new buyers waiting for their cars. Well, where does Toyota sell more cars than any other country in the world? China. Do you know how many cars are sitting in Toyota dealerships in China with no one wanting them? I don't know what the number is. No one's put this information together, but it's definitely at least in the hundreds of thousands. You know how many Toyota dealers have gone bankrupt in China over the last 12 months? I mean, people don't want their cars. Why do you think Toyota brings out an EV, brand new EV, brings it out to market, right? The price is going to be $28,000 for this brand new Toyota Corolla Model 3 competitor, right? It's pretty good. It's actually partly made by BYD. It's not bad. The day before it goes on sale, they reduce the price by $4,000. The day it goes on sale, they reduce the price again, and then they offer you like basically lifetime free charging, all these other incentives, discount here. Oh, you can get lifetime free servicing. It's a new car. People don't want it, right? And people are going to come along and pay all this money for these cars, right? China does matter. It's a massive percentage of Toyota's sales. And they're completely ignoring or intentionally not telling you the fact that actually, no, their sales are down in China by 24% this year. Their most important market in the world, they're down by 24%. That's sort of information that investors may like to know. But Toyota is saying, oh, no, ignore all that. That doesn't matter. We have 6 million new potential buyers wanting to buy our cars. Well, where are they? Are they in China? I don't think so. Speaking to reporters Monday to give a periodic update on the Japanese automaker's business, Jack Hollis, head of sales for Toyota, said 2023 would likely see Toyota and Lexus pick up another 100,000 sales above the 2.1 million it sold in the US last year, but could also see a slight drop in its market share. Toyota's saying it's going to sell more cars than last year, even though their sales are down this year. In fact, most automakers' sales are up this year in the US. Toyota's are not. They're one of about 3 that aren't. They've already lost market share in the US. This is just like polishing a turd. They're literally polishing a turd here with this information. We're going to see that it's a year of really 2 halves, whether it's Toyota or Lexus, Hollis said. The first quarter, we knew it would be slower for us, even though we've got 6 million new buyers. The second quarter will still be a little slow. Not quite as slow as the first quarter, but the first half will be behind last year, and the second half will be ahead of last year. So everything's going to go pear-shaped in China. It's getting ready to implode. As of July, the majority of the cars Toyota sell in China can no longer be sold, or if they want to sell, some of them they can't sell, period. The other ones that they can sell, they have to pay massive amounts to Tesla or other EV makers like BYD to take their carbon credits for them. That's about to happen in China, and they're saying the second half of the year is going to be wonderful. They're going to find 6 million new car buyers that are waiting. They haven't placed orders yet, but trust us, we've got 6 million new people that we know want our cars. They just haven't put an order down yet. Hollis said he expected the automaker would finish the year just as it began, with about 30,000 vehicles in inventory, sitting on dealer lots with continuing strong consumer demand, meaning we will sell every vehicle that we can make. Maybe in the US, maybe. Hollis said he believes that the nation is probably already in a recession, but it is an unusual one that doesn't fit standard economic models. Average transaction prices across the industry will continue to grow, above 50,000 for Toyota, he said. Bob Young, he's the Vice President of Purchasing Supply Development, said inflationary pressures hitting the industry have largely been driven by rapidly rising raw material costs, but that Toyota is starting to see some retreating in the markets. He's saying rapidly rising raw material costs. It takes literally, you can Google this yourself in 20 seconds. Check out the raw material costs for steel, iron ore, coal, solar panels, lithium, battery grade lithium, and tell me if they're rapidly rising or if they're rapidly going down. 30 seconds on Google. You can figure all that out. It's really easy. Bob, we're not morons. Just tell the truth. I'm sick of these car makers making this stuff up. Rapidly rising inflationary prices are they're making us make our prices of our cars go up by 20%. I mean, even BYD said this stuff, right? And what happens? We find out their profit, it's 1,100% higher than when these prices hadn't all gone up 12 months ago. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Everything Toyota says now is nonsense. You can't believe anything they say. I understand why people don't like Elon Musk. I understand why he was sued for saying he's going to take Tesla private. But that was nothing in comparison to this stuff Toyota's making up. We have 6 million new customers. They haven't signed anything yet. Trust us, we have them. I mean, how do they know this? Where's this information? Where's the proof? How can you just say you've got 6 million new customers when there's zero proof? You don't need any proof. You don't need anything. If you're not Tesla, you don't need any proof. That's what it sounds like to me. This sort of stuff is starting to really get on my nerves because it's just misleading investors when Toyota stock just goes, and the stock of most legacy automakers goes down significantly this year. And people are going to say, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us? Thanks for watching.